Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel if you're a current subscriber. Welcome if you are new. If you like tarot readings, feel free to join the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. You'll be notified each time I do upload a new video. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Please do not get scammed by the scamming accounts that are pretending to be my account on Instagram or on TikTok. Please make sure I do not reach out to you unless you've already contacted me about a personal reading. They are reaching out to people trying to scam them for personal readings. Please do not get scammed. So I will never reach out to you in the comments about doing a personal reading. I may like your comment, but I will never reach out to you unless you email me about booking a personal reading. With that being said, today's pick a card reading is all about the person that you're not in contact with or you are in separation. I do have 3 piles here. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3. Take a moment, see which card you're drawn to, and we're going to take a look at what your person is feeling, what are their intentions while you're in separation, and will they take any action or moves towards you. Take a moment, pause the video, and the timestamps will be listed down below. Hi, Group 1. If you chose this Seahorse card, this is the number 14 card. This card is the Lover's card in the regular tarot deck. So this could be somebody that you are in separation with or no contact with, that you have had a relationship with. I feel like a lot of feelings and emotions have erupted within this group. There is a need for clarity when it comes to what is happening. I feel like you're very much on opposite pages with this person. There's been maybe a lot of persistently fighting and conflict. With all this water on this card, it makes me feel like things are very unbalanced and very murky during this time period. And there is a need for patience right now. So we're going to take a look and see what is your person currently feeling during the separation. What are their intentions while they're separated or in the future? And then what actions they may take to come towards you, if any. Group 1, the person on your mind. What are their feelings? Okay, so this person is very much in the energy that they feel that they need to set boundaries when it comes to this connection. That there is clearly a need for them to have a clear thought on what it is that they want to communicate, because they want to be happy. And there's this sudden awareness in this connection that because of the consistent fighting, because the consistent conflict, they feel very much restricted in the connection. They feel like they have to constantly defend themselves. They feel like they have to constantly be the bigger person and stand up for themselves and really do what they want to try to bring this back into alignment. There is this need for them to want to just be happy. And during this separation, they are thinking about maybe just coming back and communicating, but they know right now in this current energy that if they were to do that, that it may not be a fair time to do it, because maybe the energy is still very, very hot with the arguments or the disputes that you've currently had with this person. There's clearly a lot of communication issues, and this person is wanting to come back and really defend themselves. Maybe they've taken some time to think about what happened in the fight or the argument, and all the feelings and emotions are kind of overwhelming right now. So they're wanting to come back and be very cut and dry with expressing how unhappy they are and that they just want to be happy. So let's see, what are their intentions? Okay, so they're still in this conflicted energy with the constant communication. They feel like there's just so many disagreements constantly in the connection that they feel like maybe at times they have to compete to try to win, that at all costs, that they feel like they're the ones who always has to be the bigger person, that there is a lot of pain that this person is feeling. Their intentions is they want to try to work through it. They want to be the bigger person, but they know that they need to take this time away in separation to really think through how could things be resolved and how can things be prevented next time. There is this need for them to want to recover from this and try to come to this calmer water energy to be able to really regrow the connection and put in the investment. But they are slow to be able to try to have any intention towards you because they're still hurt. So whatever happened in this most recent fight or this most recent communication that has caused the two of you to be in separation, they are still very much needing forgiveness. So they're needing time to really be by themselves. They feel like they're maybe sacrificing themselves at the moment by really not saying anything. They understand that they're going to have to say something, but they're taking their time to try to recover from the current conflict. So let's see, what are their next actions? Okay, so they do want to close out this cycle of constant fighting. This person is really trying to gain their own selfish energy. They feel very insecure. They feel like maybe they were deceived when it comes to the connection. They're also being a little bit narrow-minded when it comes to this forgiveness, that they don't want to take really any ownership in the current energy yet, that they are just really focused on themselves. And they feel like they have constantly carried this burden of this cause and effect, that there's a fighting, then there's no contact. There's a fighting, there's no contact, and coming back around. And it's just this vicious cycle. And this person wants to close out this cycle. They feel like this is a turning point for the two of you because they're burned out and they're stressed out of constantly doing this reconciliation. And they want to be able to come up with a better way of being able to understand what the future may possibly hold. If this is what the future is going to be like, this person wants no part of it. So unless things are going to change and move into more of a positive direction, then they are wanting to walk away from the connection. So they are feeling very much that they're standing in their power and very dry and cutthroat about how they're feeling. But they do want to be able to have some time to still continually think about it. So they're not going to take any action in the present moment, but they are trying to think if they were to take action now, that's what their answer would be. Their answer would be that they're done, that they're walking away, and they're just going to move forward and let go of all the stress and the burden from the connection. So let's do a little bit of clarifying. Let's find out with their feelings, why are they feeling like they need justice? They need to be very independent right now. They feel like if they were to say something really quickly that it would be very abrupt. So let's find out. Okay, so they feel like they have to set up these boundaries right now and they have to perceive things a certain way because they're really trying to understand. They're trying to understand the choices that they've made and the decisions that they've made. Has that caused this ripple effect of why this keeps happening? So they're trying to study their own actions. And they're trying to understand really why does this keep happening? And that's why they are setting up these boundaries, because they are hurt. And they're trying to understand what the truth of the matter is. This unhappiness has a lot to do with themselves. They don't recognize their own value and their own self-worth. And their confidence has really taken a hit with the repeated fighting and the repeated cycles in the connection. And that is something this person is struggling with. And that is why they are in this defense mode. If they were to come towards you, they would be very cruel or very dry with their words because they don't feel worthy right now. They feel depleted when it comes to their energy and the connection. If they were to come back, they know that you would get back together. They know that you would reunite and things would just go right back into the same exact cycle it has always been. And they're really trying to not do that this time. Even though there may be love and there may be history here and there's clearly a lot of emotions, this person is trying to seek the truth on what they truly need to do within themselves to try to make this change if it were to be successful. Do they need to change something about themselves? How could they do do things differently so that this could actually be successful if you were to get back together. This constant fighting and conflict has a lot to do with, they feel like they always are on the losing end. Like their communication is either not being heard, or their feelings are not being acknowledged or recognized, or they're not being validated for having feelings. And they really feel like they're having to rediscover who they are as a person to really build up their emotions and feelings, because they are feeling very much depleted. This constant routine of them having to rise above the drama or the pettiness, it is taking a hit on their strength and their courage when it comes to being optimistic in the connection. They're feeling that they're constantly having to be the bigger person, or maybe they're constantly having to be the one to come towards you in separation. And that is something that is weighing on this person emotionally. It is affecting their outlook when it comes to their self-worth. There is this negative mindset, and they're trying to transition their mindset because they know if this is somebody that you do have a family with or that you are married to, they know that that support of that family unit is very important to both of you, that is part of the foundation and happiness that you originally, when you were first dating, or maybe when you first got together, that was something that you both supported and mirrored in each other, is that family was the #1 priority and goal. And that's part of why this person is trying to be optimistic and figuring out, how do they transition? Do they transition and disconnect from this connection permanently, or do they try to go back into it with a different mindset and look at things from a different perspective? Because they do want to try to resolve it if they are able to, because family is something that is ultimately important to this person. Let's see, in their next actions, they are trying to forgive themselves first. While you're in no contact and in separation, they're really trying to understand the things or choices that they have done. They maybe are very short-tempered. Maybe they have said some things really quickly or abruptly in the heat of the moment of an argument. And they're recognizing now that that isn't something that they should have done. And maybe you've said some things that hurt them also, which has compromised their self-esteem. And that's something that they're working through right now. Being able to understand the burden that has happened between the two of you. This person is very much stressed out about it. They are really just wanting to let go of the struggles. They are trying to be more open-minded and knowing that maybe they received something in a cause and effect type demeanor. So they said something which in turn made you say something. And that's something this person is thinking about at this time, is that whatever they've done, they've also received in return, because it's a vicious cycle going back and forth. So they are thinking about, if they were to pursue you and try to come back around, how can they make things more fair and balanced? They're trying to center themselves while you're in separation. And they sometimes feel that the inevitable is that you're just going to go back into this vicious cycle again. Things are not going to change. But they are trying to really think on a more positive note also of making a decision of, if I were to come back around and express my feelings and emotions, will I be rejected? Will I be accepted with open arms to try to work through this and support each other during this process? So that is something that this person is trying to figure out in the current energy. So let's get some advice for group 1, the conflict and changes that you're having. What is the advice for you during this time period? Okay, so this is happening for me, not to me. So this is a gift from the universe. It's one of those things called a blessing in disguise. You don't know what's inside the box till you open it. Well, this is what is happening for a reason. There is a need for you to really recognize that you need to think of this in a different way. If this is a vicious, repeated teeter-totter cycle that you guys are playing this tit for tat game, you may need to reframe your perception or perspective on what is happening and open up the idea of maybe transformation needs to happen for there to be an equality between the two of you. There is this need for you to allow your feelings and emotions to really bring you inner peace. Work through them so that you can come together in open communication again if needed. There's also this need for you, group 1, to really step up when it comes to your own individuality. Really being able to take ownership over the things that maybe you have said and done, and be able to communicate honestly about those feelings. You can journal, you can listen to music, you can meditate, you can spend time with animals. There's a need for you to really allow your feelings and emotions to come out so that you can be of a more self-caring energy, so that you can really feel that when you do have this conversation with this person, you are not still upset or you're not still angry about the situation, that you've allowed yourself to work through these emotions and you can come and have a conversation in a more calm fashion. Hope. Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up at the light. So that is what the universe is telling you, is that there is hope in this connection if this is what the two of you choose to do. But you do need to stay positive and have a positive outlook when it comes to the thoughts of what's going to happen in the connection. There's your piece right there. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So now is your time to step away from the negative thoughts and the negative feelings and really focus on yourself to bring yourself into that inner peace mindset so you can let go of the negative. Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. So understand that you as a person have your own perceptions and your own communication, and you need to protect your own energy. And that is where your focus should be lying at this point, group 1. Let's get one channeled song. The lyrics to this song have some relevance to this reading. This Love by Maroon 5. So if you don't know that song, you should go check it out. Let's get one angel card of advice. Intuition. Trust your intuition and know what seems logical may be necessarily be right, may not be necessarily be right. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feelings right is right. So listening to that intuition is really important during this time period. Let's get one mindful message of advice. Subconscious mind. I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. For example, if I want money, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them with ones that do. So really understanding that right now is going to be really important. Let's get some letters, numbers, and charms. Okay, so there is a need for you to really recognize who you truly are during this process. You are somebody who's very unique. There is a lot of light that is being shined through to you, group 1. With the lamp here, there is something that is being protected right now from you. There is a lot of things that have not progressed in this connection, and that is because of the vicious cycle. You could be a Sagittarius, they could be a Sagittarius. There is a long history here, and with this black ring, this is all about ending a cycle that no longer serves you. So being able to realize and recognize the potential that you do have the key to unlock your true happiness. And there is this need of going back to the past repeatedly and wanting to look towards the future. You could also be a Leo, or your person could be a Leo. You could have a lot of hope and optimism when it comes to the future. And there is transformation that is needed for the two of you if you were to come back together. And it could be a matter of transforming your beliefs or your perception when it comes to the discussions and the communication that the two of you have. Okay, so we do have some letters and some numbers. So 1, 4, 5, and 7. So January, April, May, and July could be significant. Also, 4 and 1 is 5, and 5 is all about that conflict and change. And you had 4 and 1, 14 is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5 for your card that you picked. So that could be relevant, all about family, stability, structure, and protection. Okay, group 1, that is what I have for you. You can pause the video and see what you come up with. If you would like your own personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group 2. If you chose this Swan card, this is going to be your reading, the person you're in no contact with or in separation. This is the number 20 card, so you could be 20 years old, your person could be 20 years old. The Swan is all about trust and commitment. So this could be a matter of you are needing to blindly trust what is happening while you're in separation or no contact. There's also this need for you to really not live in illusion or fear, but really dive deep within yourself to understand what is truly happening in the connection. So let's take a look. I want to see what is your person's feelings, what are their intentions, what are their next actions or moves. We'll do some clarifying and then we will get into the advice. So group 2, what is your person feeling while you are in separation in the current moment? Okay, so your person is feeling a lack of confidence when it comes to this connection. We do have Hierophant in reverse, so there is a lack of commitment or stability when it comes to this connection. This is somebody who is really thinking a lot about having this desire maybe to have something more within the connection. They could be secretly trying to manifest the connection to come back around. But this person is also kind of in their ego and their pride. Maybe they're not wanting to let you know what they're feeling. Maybe they told you they wanted a commitment and you said you weren't ready or you didn't want to be exclusive, and that really took a hit in this person's ego or pride, that they felt like they lost. They felt like very defeated, that maybe even disappointed when it came to their feelings and emotions. And they're trying to secretly figure out how can they manifest this connection to come back around, because they do want this higher level of commitment with you. And they are really working on what is that direction, how do they move forward, how do they go past this ego and pride that they're feeling, because they are feeling very discredited, almost like disregarded when they gave you this offer or this suggestion of wanting to be with you. Let's see, what are their intentions? Okay, so they are living in a little bit of a fantasy or an illusion. This person is being also a little bit narrow-minded with their intentions. They could also maybe even be a little bit bitter. So they understand that you have a lot of options, and this person is a little bit confused because they feel like maybe you have too many options and that they feel they are the best option for you and that you should be in a relationship with them. They're in this energy of almost being impulsively, maybe trying to go out and find other people that they could date so they could kind of show you like, hey, I can find a lot of people that want to date me also. It's kind of this energy of maybe trying to make you jealous a little bit and make you feel like they're highly desired by a lot of other people also, and that they're a real catch that you're going to miss out on if you don't take this offer of commitment. So let's see, what are their next actions? Yeah, they definitely want long-term commitment with you. So their next actions are, they're really just trying to figure out how they can redeem themselves in your eyes, how they could really let you know that they are highly sought after and that they are the best choice for you, that the potential for the two of you to be together could be truly amazing. So like I said, they're going to use other people as a tactic to try to get you to see that they are a catch. So they could start dating a lot of other people. They may start posting it online, and maybe they're in the hopes that you will secretly be jealous and then reach out to them. Clearly you're in no contact and in separation. So this could also be a matter of if this person maybe wanted to move in together and you were just dating and you said, no, I don't want to live together. And then maybe they broke up with you. Now they're wanting to let you know that they can get somebody else, but secretly they still desire this higher level of commitment with you. That is their ultimate goal, is they want to get married to you. They want to be with you long term, no one else. And this person's really making this decision of trying to kind of play this mind game or this head game. It's almost a manipulation tactic to try to convince you, or for you to see inadvertently without blatantly telling you, that they have a lot of options too. So let's do a little bit of clarifying here with this person, because they clearly feel like they've been left out in the cold by you, because maybe you have rejected their proposal or their offer of living together, whatever that higher level commitment was, and you did not want it. And this person feels they've taken a major hit with their ego and their pride. And now they're kind of in this rebellious energy of, well, I'll show you. So here, they definitely feel that you are supposed to be together. They feel a soul tied with you. There's also a lot of passion and chemistry, maybe more passion they felt with you than they've never felt with anyone else before. But with this ego and this pride here, this is somebody also who maybe tries to buy people's love or affection. So if maybe you get in fights, or they feel like they don't have a whole lot to offer somebody, they will buy them things to make that person desire to want to be with them. So this could be somebody that maybe tried to buy your love, and they didn't love you authentically the way you needed to be loved, and didn't recognize your love language, or really didn't appreciate you the way you needed to be appreciated. This is somebody who would definitely buy you gifts to show their love. Family is something that is important. This person's family could be telling them that maybe that they need to get help. They need to understand that what they've done is not fair and it's not right. And even though you're in separation, that maybe they need to make better choices. There's also this need for this person to really surrender to the process, to surrender to having faith of, if you don't want to be with them, that they have to accept that and let it go. But they're not wanting to. They're kind of detaching from that belief system, and really just, they're kind of in this like angry, selfish energy. Well, I'll show you somebody else wants to be with me. I'm a great catch right there. This person is definitely seeking out other people to try to make you jealous, to let you know that you should have married them, or you should have been with them long term, that they are the person that would have bought you the world and showed you everything you needed, or given you everything that you've needed. This person also does have a lot of regrets about the choices maybe they made. Maybe they said some things that were not the nicest, or they've done some things in the past that were not the greatest. And this person feels the loss of this connection. They are impulsively trying to find someone else, or find multiple other people during the separation here. And they're just making this choice of, I'm going to find someone else to let you know that I am worthy of this higher level of commitment. And you should have. They're going to try to make you jealous with it. So yeah, that is their goal. Their goal is really to focus on this bigger picture, which is to ultimately get you back, is what they want. There's the offer there. This person wants to marry you. They want to be in union with you and no one else, but they're going to use other people to convince you to see that. They feel like you are somebody that is the true love of their life, that it was a blessing that the two of you came together, and that it will only be you, that nobody will ever be you. And that is what this person is recognizing during this loss or separation, that you are the full package. Maybe you have a good job, maybe you're physically attractive. They feel this sense of you're everything that they would want in a long-term partner. And so they are feeling a little bit of that separation right now. So let's get some advice for group 2. What is the advice in this connection? Deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. So this could be a past life connection. So this person may already know that you are twin flames, you are soulmates, that you do have some type of soul contract. Maybe you don't know that, but that's what this person could be believing. And there's this neat, deep knowing of, okay, we didn't make it in the last lifetime. We're here in this lifetime. I'm gonna make it happen this time. We also have companionship. It's in reverse, so clearly you're in separation from this person. There is no contact. Maybe your intuition told you you didn't want to be with this person. Maybe you felt like they were just trying to buy your love or affection, and maybe that's why you separated from them. Companion, again, be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others. So recognizing of who you truly are as a person individually, and really being kind to yourself. And the only need for forgiveness right now is the forgiveness of what you want that makes you happy, and not compromising on that. Release the need to know the answers. Not knowing the answers is something that you could be doing right now. Not knowing, is this person going to try to make the effort to come back? Is this person going to change? Are they going to love you the way you need to be loved? Are they going to come back in union correctly? You know, there's a lot of doubts that you're having when it comes to this person when the two of you are in separation. Maybe you've tolerated this person for a very long time, and you finally just got to the point where, like, they're not going to give you what you truly desire, and you doubt that they can actually change. There's tolerance right there. You appreciate other points of view because your sense of love in everyone. And there's also this peacefulness to recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. So that is something that you need to understand, group 2, is that you can only tolerate so much. And once it affects your internal peace as an individual, that is compromising your confidence and your peace and harmony as a person. Let's get one channeled song. The lyrics of the song have some relevance to this group. We do have It's Too Late by James Taylor, did try to pop out. So let's get another song. So maybe you feel like it's too late. Maybe you gave this person enough time and time is up. Okay, we're gonna take 2. Flowers by Miley Cyrus, which is all about being single. And Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. So those 2 songs are relevant to your reading, group 2. Get an angel card of advice. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me to feel eternally loved. Thank you for always being by my side. Let's get one mindful message of advice. Balance. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care. And let's get some numbers, letters, and charms. Okay, so with the laptop, there is a need for you to really do a lot of research when it comes to this transition right now, understanding who you truly are as a person. I feel like you've been stuck with the rope here. You have been tied to this connection maybe for a long time. Maybe you have left your feelings unknown for a long time, and you finally cut ties at this point. At one point, there was this wish fulfillment. Maybe you had wished this person would rise up and be the bigger person and truly turn into this person that you truly desire to be with. There's also this need for you to understand who you are as a person and how absolutely adorable you are, and that you do really emanate a lot of positivity during this time period. Even though you've tolerated quite a bit, there is this need for you to understand who you are as a person, and that you don't have to tolerate someone trying to buy your love and affection. So we do have some letters. We do have hot, which you did have beauty on the cards. So you could be very attractive, group 2, and this person, and that's part of why this person is so drawn to you, is because of your physical appearance. We do have some letters and numbers. So the letters could be your name, their name, nickname, city, street, country, abbreviation. Numbers could be your age, their age, birthdays, light path numbers. 2s are all about decisions and balances, and 6s are all about finding that harmony and that peace and really doing some self-reflection. And 7 is all about wish fulfillment and feeling inspired. Okay, that is what I have for you, group 2. You can pause the video and see what you come up with. If you would like your own personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose this butterfly card, this is going to be your reading. The stars on my nails actually match this butterfly. Anyways, okay, so this is going to be your reading. So this is the soul card, number 28. So you could be 28 years old. Your person could be 28 years old. 2 + 8 is 10, which is all about completing a cycle. So I do feel like with your group 3, there is something that is changing, something that is getting ready to have like this major breakthrough when it comes to this no contact and in separation connection. I feel like there is a lot of things that maybe were tied in this connection in the past that are finally, things are going to start changing. Things are going to be different than what they were in the past. So let's take a look at the person on your mind that you're not in contact with, that you're watching this video thinking about. What are their feelings while you were in separation? Group 3. Okay, so this person is somebody that maybe you walked away from them or they walked away from you. They are wanting to come back around. Their thoughts are, they're thinking about long term. They're trying to look at the bigger picture about the situation of what happened and why the 2 of you went no contact. This is somebody who maybe has been very defensive and has really struggled with being able to communicate, or really even being able to make any changes because they've maybe been very burdened. They could be working a lot. They could just be not knowing how to have that willpower or that drive to really make the necessary changes. But this is somebody who is wanting forgiveness. They want there to be a positive change. They're hoping that the door will open up for the 2 of you to be able to communicate and really be focused on overcoming these challenges. There is some type of transformation that this person is going through with their feelings and emotions while you're in separation. So let's see, what are their intentions? Okay, I seen this when I was shuffling. I was wondering if that was going to come out, that 3 of Swords. So this person is gaining this clarity and this truth. They're having some type of breakthrough when it comes to the connection with the 2 of you. They're trying to let go of the fear. They're really confused about maybe some misunderstanding that happened, something that has really created this pain for this person. Maybe it was either something that was said or something that was done, and it really hurt this person, and now they're trying to recover from that hurt, and they're wanting to come back around. They are wondering if this is a situation where it's a life lesson that they're trying to learn, that these maybe lies or the deception that they felt that created the hurt for them, if this was intentionally brought on by the universe for them to understand something about themselves. So this is something with their emotions that they're trying to understand it. They're still trying to gain the clarity with their intentions. Let's see what their next actions or moves are. Okay, so there are definitely some delays when it comes to this person. We got the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So they're moving very slow when it comes towards them making this change. And that is because they're fearing that they're maybe sacrificing who they are as a person. And they're trying to really look at what has happened and why it's happened. And they're trying to understand it. There is this indecisive energy that they're in because they're kind of looking at it as, well, if I change, then I lose and they win and they get what they want. But they don't understand is by them resisting this change, it's not allowing the situation to be resolved. It's not going to be successful and it's not going to transform. So they have been in a little bit of this understanding or really trying to understand themselves. So they are holding on the hopes that maybe you can come back around in them being in that current energy, but they know deep down in their soul that they need to complete this cycle and let it go, that they need to work on themselves in order to be a better version for the two of you to come back together, because the pain that they're holding and the negative thoughts that they're holding is not serving them. And that's what they're working through. They're still in their head conflicted about it and understanding that they can't make a change or they can't not make a change and expect things to be resolved, because it's not. So they're still kind of in this energy of thinking about it. Well, if I didn't do it, could we go back into this connection and would it be okay? And that's kind of what they're doing. They're playing this mind game with themselves of thinking about, well, if I don't change and they change, then everything will be okay. So they're still thinking about it with their next actions. So their understanding with their interpretation of overcoming these thoughts is that they really need to be open-minded, and they are not in the energy yet of feeling that they can really recognize that what they give is what they receive. You know, it's that boomerang effect. What you put out in the universe is what you're going to get in return. And they are trying to recover from it, but they're kind of still playing this game with themselves of not understanding it. So there is this need for them to trust the process, trust their intuition, and trust their higher power and surrender. And that's something that they are struggling with. They're having struggle with having faith that they can trust the process. And part of it is because they don't value themselves. Their self-esteem has been compromised at some point in their life, and it has made them really feel very emotional. They feel very sad when they think about maybe even this situation possibly ending permanently, and that's not what they want. They feel overwhelmed with their feelings and emotions of knowing that part of the reason that you're in no contact or separation is because of their own actions and their unwillingness to change. Yep, there's the destruction. They know that they are part of the reason why this tower moment has happened, why this hurt and pain is there, is because of their unplanned changes, the continued repeated cycle. They are also mirroring you in the aspect of the fear of if they don't come towards you with some type of feeling and emotions, they could possibly lose you. And this is somebody who knows that they want to protect this connection. At some point, they want to be able to give it the attention and love that you truly desire and you truly need in this connection. You need that openness. And they do want to protect it at some point. They are optimistic that they will be able to get to that point. They're just not there yet. Yep, with this energy, this person is a little bit delayed with being able to come back into union and offer you some type of conversation of their transformation that they're trying to figure out. And they are having this spiritual awakening. You know, they could be going through this dark night of the soul, really trying to figure out what is it that they need to fix within themselves, like what is it that they need to do and how they need to do it. There is major healing that this person is going through right now, taking the time out and really spending more time by themselves so that they could be a better version of themselves if they were to come back towards you. We do also have journal in reverse, so they could be talking to other people instead of, you know, reflecting within themselves only. They could be talking to other people and asking their opinions and advice at this time. So let's get some advice. What is the advice for group 3 in this connection? Energetic clearing. During crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. So really being able to clear out your energy, letting go of the negativity, and we do have karma at the bottom of the deck. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. So this could be a karmic connection between the two of you, or this person could feel that this is a karmic connection. There's this need for you to let go of the fear of the unknown when it comes to this connection, and really be able to let go of any attachments or expectation of it coming back around, and putting it out there into the universe too. If it's meant to be, it will be, and if it's not, it's not. And if it is a karmic lesson, what is the lesson that you are truly needing to learn from this connection? Flow. Find an easier path forward. Surrender the outcome and release your expectations. Right there. Leave it up to the universe and let go of any negativity. Let go of any of the thoughts of what should happen, and allow it to flow naturally, and surrender to the process. Humor. Choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So if you've not been having fun, going out and laughing and enjoying yourself, you know that might just be something you need at this moment. The universe is saying that you need a little bit more humor in your life. You need a little bit more fun, and focus on what's important to you right now. And with the green, if that is money, focus on your job and your career. There's this willingness. You have to be able to compromise, and the end result is love. And willingness to take action. Have the courage to express your unique colors of your soul. So being able to willingly take action towards what you truly need and what you truly desire and what makes you happy. Let's get one channeled song for group 3. The lyrics to this song have some relevance to your reading. Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor, and Got What I Got by Jason Aldean. And let's get one angel card of advice. Opportunity. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. Let's get one mindful message of advice. Loving space. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. And let's get some numbers, letters, and charms. Okay, so with the mirror, this is all about looking at yourself, going within, and really taking care of yourself. With the clipboard, this is all about making you a priority, making sure that you are prioritizing yourself. With the money here, there is something with your career and finances that you need to make more of a priority. And then with the rose, understanding that you are somebody who is truly unique and special, and that you can really evolve yourself by focusing on yourself. Let's get some letters and numbers. These letters could be your name, their name, nickname, city, street, country, abbreviation, anything that might be relevant. The numbers could be your age, their age, birthdays, dates, life path numbers. You could be seeing a lot of these numbers during this time period. We have 3, 6, 7, and 7, March, June, July could be significant months. 3s are all about finding support and really growing. And 6s are all about, finding that harmony, looking within, finding that self-reflection with that mirror. There's this need for you to really recognize who you are as a person. And then 7 is all about finding that wisdom and really being able to feel lucky to really grow as an individual person. Okay, that is what I have for you, group 3. You can pause the video and see what you come up with. If you would like your own personal reading, my email address is in the description box down below. Thank you. Bye.